is that? Hello friends, hello. Hello friends of Star Trek. Hello humans or other races. Today is not working my Facebook. I don't know why. Maybe they have problem. Oh. My cam is a little buggy. Today I want to continue with the Star Trek Online MMO, free-to-play MMORPG. I want to continue with my campaign episodes in the campaign Yesterday War. I started with the Temporal Ambassador. We was in the strange anomaly in the another area. It was interesting. The Iconian War. It was a very epic campaign. I love it. It's a big fight, big scale. I think it's very good. Now I try a new build. It's a torpedo and mine build. I don't know how it works. It will be my first time. I choose some torpedo damage and mine damage. I don't know how the mine works. I choose my skill in my Lily. It's a torpedo spread, torpedoes high yield 2. I don't have a level 3 mine, dispersal pattern alpha, and dispersal mines, dispersal pattern beta 3. I will see. Maybe I need to buy the better skill, and maybe torpedo height yield 3 or torpedo spread. I don't know. I will try and we will see. My friend told me that I needed the kit model for ground combat with heals. It's a this. It's a night how to monitor 3 attack area of effect reactive heal. It's a good because you can remove all exposed effect and Borgs cannot assimilate you. The same is this. Oh, this is not a remove all exposed effect, but it's a AOA heal. And if I go alone, I can use this vascular regenerator, change with this. If I'm in the team, I use area of effect, reactive heal on, or if I go alone, I can use this vascular regenerator too. I want to show you. My friend buy me ships, 2 ships, send me the package through the mail, and I got new Admiralty ship rooster here, and I get 2 ships, and you can get Admiralty ship, and these are with the science bonus. It's a high science bonus, and 50 is very high. I don't have any. Only USS Celerite. It's a ship you can get on the map. On the map, galaxy map. It's somewhere Narendra, I think here. Here is the ships fly in the space. You only fly here, take the ship, and you have it. Then you can buy this ship on the auction halls. I'm not the expert, but if you try the search special requisition pack Mirror Universe, you find some T5 ship, maybe, I don't know, T5, T4, I don't know, and you can buy these ships and get the ship and the Admiralty ship. You need to wait some time to acquire the Admiralty ship, and after then you can remove your ship or move to the shipyard. I'm using right now Hirogen Heavy Assault. Hirogen. 2 seconds. Hirogen logbox. Special requisition pack. Hirogen Heavy Escort now is very cheap. My friend buy me this ship for 3 millions. Now you can buy for 800,000. It's cheap. It's a very good ship. I have it all the time. My friend buy me. You have four slots, 3 after slots, and 5 tactical consoles where you can boost your damage. I have one visual shot. I don't know where I take this. But it's awesome. My build is the same like a previous. I'm in the last play. I get this and I focus on the hull regenerator, and I must change my trades because I'm using beam weapon and I don't use cannon. Increase defense, it increase the damage, base team size. This is nice. This hull is nice. It's not too much, no. Anti-proton polaron. I need projectile damage, I think. It's only 5%. Warp core potential. Close range. It's only once. It's nothing about torpedoes, and maybe accuracy is good for torpedoes, I don't know. Okay, I can choose this. I don't have any new space reputation. Is here something new? It's a space control, phaser damage. Ah, it's good. Yes. Ah, it's a defensive. Trigger shield heal when critical hit. Increase max hull can be good if you have built for boosting your hull. This is can be good too. Projectile weapon. I need this. Bonus torpedo damage. That's my skill. Okay. It's very important. And this critical hit chance. Torpedo and here kinetic torpedoes and mines deal additional damage. Perfect. I don't have this. Ship trade. Torpedo build. They have only 4 skills. Mines, torpedoes, high yield. Admiralty, I show you. New ships. It's a perfect. Oh, I choose some bad skill. And we can choose the Admiralty, maintenance. Ah, I have all ships on the maintenance then. And some I choose something. I don't thinking. Then I have Vorgon ship, and if you want to find the ships, you can find how I show you before. You can get Admiralty ship and ship requisition back. I don't know if you can buy the better ship. I need to ask to my friend. Vorgon is very good for me because he has 5 tactical consoles, and I don't know if you can get better ship because T6 ships is very pricey. 200 millions, and if I know you have a limit to your money, you can buy the better limit. Your limit is about I think 15 millions EC, and if you want to have big limit, you need to pay real money or Zen. I'm thinking about buying some ship from the store, but I don't know how ships I want to buy. Here is so many ship bundles. ships. And the price is very high, I think. 3,000 Zen. It's about... it's better, I think, maybe this. I don't know, you get more ships and coupon for one ship, upgrade token, ship slots and others, but I don't know what is better. I need to ask my friend. Okay, I show you how to take Admiralty ships, and now I want to continue and try my new my new torpedo and mine build. I'm very curious if I can beat some enemy with this episodes. Yesterday's war, the once and future agent.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm a temporal agent working to preserve this timeline. You've been identified as a capable and savvy officer, just the sort of person we need for a sensitive mission. Due to the nature of this mission, I'd rather not discuss it over a subspace transmission. Would you mind speaking with me in person at Earth Space Talk? I'll be waiting for you just outside Admiral Quinn's office.
It's a small XP, it's look like so, he is here. Dark Eddy. Dark side.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave at 0830 hours.
Here.
Thank you for coming. We've been contacted by Daniels, one of our agents from the 31st century. It's his job to monitor the timeline for problems and to restore order in the case of any temporal disruptions. There's been an incursion in the 23rd century, and Daniels would like your help in dealing with it. If you're willing to meet with him, he can explain the situation in more detail.
It's curious. The Federation the Federation have own agent for the scanning timeline. Oh.
Thank you for coming. My name is Daniels. In case you're wondering, this is a temporal observatory. From here, I can monitor the time stream against any incursions. We've become aware of several temporal incidents led by rogue Nakul agents. They've been using a new form of time travel that we can't detect. We were unaware of their activities until we started noticing changes in the time stream. The latest of these changes happened in the 23rd century, at the Galorndon core system. We believe the Nakul are involved, along with a planet killer, a doomsday machine. If that's the case, we need to stop them, at all costs. I know I can count on you to go back in time with me and preserve the timeline. We've detected significant temporal activity in the Galorndon core system, circa the 23rd century. I'm going to investigate it, and I'd like you to join me. We believe the Nakul are involved, along with a planet killer, a doomsday machine. If so, we need to stop them at all costs. I'll provide your ship with holographic camouflage. It's best if the Romulans of that time don't see a vessel from the future.
The guy looks a little like a Mark Zuckerberg. And where is the dot? In the Star Trek. Where is the dot? Mr. Dot? And Doomsday Machine. I have one torpedo against Doomsday Machine with high damage. What is the reward? How is the reward? Pistols. I don't like pistols. Okay, the combat suit for my guys. And some XP.
Stay safe out there.
It's another mission. It's a next step. Yes, the core of the matter. Go to Garondon core system. Geological unstable uninhabitable planet. Constant electromagnetic storms. USS Enterprise. DC. I don't recognize these ships. I remember only USS Enterprise and Kirk. Good. Is the I want to the developers of Star Trek Online continue with the making new campaigns, but it's the end of this. They only maintain the game.
Thank you. I've also transmitted files that will establish your cover identity as Tal Shiar security operatives. You'll need to put this data into their local network before entering the research facility, however. There's a comms satellite nearby that you can use to accomplish this.
Oh, I have new holographic. It looks like escort. Some escort type. Oh, it's funny. And my skills. I need to change my skills in the stations. I forgot. Oh, mines. This. Torpedoes. Yield and torpedo spread. All's fine. And new skills. Lock tray. Unlock. I think this is the blood. It's a bad. Okay, lock tray. Okay. Doomsday machine. What was that? Scan Doomsday machine. This endeavor is good. Participate in the dance competition on Nimbus 3. I was there, but
Tal Shiar vessel, cease all sensor scans of the device immediately. You do not have the proper clearance.
is this? This I remember. Doomsday machine. If I do it, this. Head to the transporter range.
IRW Moreri. This is Galorndon Station Command. Please transmit your security credentials.
Galorndon Station.
Data received, Moreri. Welcome to Galorndon Core. Sending you transporter coordinates now. I've taken the liberty of informing Commander Chulak. I'm sure the director will want to greet you personally.
Doomsday machines seek and destroy planetary bodies, consuming what remains as fuel. And yet, there's one in orbit just sitting there, peaceful. It looks like reports of the Nakul gaining the ability to control the machines are accurate. We need to find out how, and fast. Your holographic disguises should conceal you while you search the facility. Good hunting.
No. Oh. This is not suspicious. We looks all the same. We are twins. Okay. Where we are? It's a modern era. Yeah, inside. Nakul guard. The face is scary.
This area is restricted. You need to leave now. My orders are clear, Romulan. No one is to pass this point until the meeting is concluded. No one, not even Chulak himself.
Sub-Commander, it is my duty to inform you that this area is restricted. Sir. Yes, Sub-Commander. At once. Forgive my rudeness. Access granted. Let me get the door for you.
Here. Mm-hmm. All pictures are the same. Hmm. Interesting outfit. We don't see any.
Sub-Commander, I've been instructed to grant you access to this facility. Of course, Sub-Commander. My family is a friend to the Tal Shar, and loyal to the Empire. Access for you and your team is granted.
Mm-hmm. Tal Shiar open all the doors.
The Senate has dispatched an agent from an alien race known as the Nakul. Repugnant creature. But she's of a keen mind and cunning I can appreciate as a Romulan officer. If only her visage wasn't so hideous. She boasts she has a weapon that will turn the tide in favor of Romulus. An old song, to be sure, but she sings it sweetly. Krog's mysterious backer, the so-called envoy, has made an impression in the right circles of power. We'll see if he can deliver, however. Data on his miracle weapon is due to arrive soon. Those scars, truly hideous. Krog is practically radiant in comparison. My researchers have analyzed the Nakul weapon data. It matches a report we have on an incident in Federation space involving a doomsday machine. If accurate, this weapon destroyed USS Constellation and nearly rid the cosmos of USS Enterprise. It seems Enterprise's thrice-damned captain exposed a vulnerability in the weapon. I shall have to address this with Krog upon her return. Krog arrives tomorrow, along with her reportedly improved weapon. I believe the envoy will be making an appearance as well. It seems it's the season for guests. If my agents are to be believed, we'll be getting a visit from the Tal Shiar very soon. I'm already suffering the witless bureaucrat from the Senate. To endure the serpents of the secret police is nearly too much to ask of a true Romulan.
Okay. Nothing here.
Sub-Commander, if this doomsday weapon lives up to the Nakul woman's boasts, it will ensure the Empire's dominance over the entire quadrant. The Federation and the Klingons will have no choice but to bend the knee to Romulus, or face annihilation. No. Trust is a hard-earned currency. However, I respect their weapon.
Greetings, Sub-Commander. I knew it was only a matter of time before the fabled Tal Shiar came to call. The Nakul have brought a glorious weapon to your empire. You won't be disappointed. I can assure you. Have a care, friend. We don't take kindly to threats.
Your attention, please. Let's begin, shall we? We thank Specialist Krog of Nakul for joining us. We have concerns about the dangers involved with this weapon.
You have nothing to fear from the machine, my friend.
Would you be so confident if you were here, Envoy?
Utterly so, Commander. Soon, the Doomsday Machine will bring our foes to their knees.
Bold words, Envoy. We shall see, won't we?
It would seem a demonstration is in order. See to it, Krog.
As you wish. Shall we, Commander?
Very well. Show me what this beast of yours can do.
It will be my pleasure.
Enjoy the show, interloper. They are using holographic disguises. Guards, deal with them.
Whole army. I like the big guns. This gun from Alloy is chain reaction. It's jumping from the person to person. Now we can go inside. And scan the or download the area. What is that? Ulan. Energize.
We're trying to get our computer to interface with that Nakul control console, but their tech is quite advanced. I need at least 5 minutes to integrate it.
Your uninvited guests will make a fine target for the weapon, Chulak.
That look good.
The Doomsday Machine is about to open fire! Nice job. Keep it up.
Oh.
Targeting us again. We need to move. That was close. Almost got this console working.
Oh.
Get close to the Doomsday Machine so we can transmit the control codes.
Ship is under attack.
We need to get within 5 kilometers of the Doomsday Machine to transmit the control codes. We need to get within 5 kilometers of the Doomsday Machine to transmit the control codes.
Hull integrity below 75.
We need to get within 5 kilometers of the Doomsday Machine to transmit the control codes.
The ships have some kind of shield.
We need to get within 5 kilometers of the Doomsday Machine to transmit the control codes.
Where's the problem?
Activating shutdown protocol. Now. Something is wrong. It's not working. It's firing indiscriminately.
Enough! It's only a matter of time before that thing destroys the planet! All ships, destroy the Doomsday weapon and the cool ships! attack wing. Fire torpedoes into that thing's maw. All ships, protect the planet from that machine at all costs. Yes, and a cool ship is about to be released. That should end it. Wait, what's happening? The machine. It's on a collision course. No, no!
They lost the power and gravity pull it down. Mines are good, but you need to be close.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. You helped us with the traitorous Nakul, and that earned you a reprieve. For now. Leave while you still can. I won't ask you twice.
The Nakul ship must have detonated within the Doomsday machine. Disrupted it somehow. This must feel like a Pyrrhic victory at best, too. An occupational hazard, I'm afraid. I'll be fine. What matters is that Chulak and his allies would have killed billions had their plan succeeded. Instead, his life is a cautionary tale, forever disgraced by his loss here today. We stopped them this time, at great cost. Clearly, the Nakul and their leader, this envoy, are willing to do anything to win this war. Even commit genocide. It's unfortunate that Chulak didn't stand up to the Nakul sooner. It might have prevented this tragedy today. Meet me there. I need your assistance.
Mm. The mines are only if you're running. You need to go close and run the mines. Next mission. Vorgon Conclusions.
There's been a temporal disturbance in the 27th century. It's happening in the Lurs system. Vorgon mercenaries are targeting a scientist named Cal Dano. This is big. We must keep Dano and his research out of Vorgon hands. I've transmitted the temporal coordinates. Meet me there.
Where's the reward? Shield. Vorgon Tetion. Discharge prism. Ground weapon. Ground weapon. Okay.
Do you have any questions? We believe the Vorgons wish to sell it. The power to kill a star is incredibly valuable in certain circles. Do you have any questions? We're not sure. There's some data indicating a connection to a Black Ops unit in the Vorgon Defense Force. Other info suggests that they're independents, working for the highest bidder. Regardless, we need to stop them, no matter who's pulling their strings. Do you have any questions?
Shield. I have new shield. What is my awaiting alloy? Alloy. It's here. Critical sovereignty. Looks like I have a better shields here. higher price. What is my actual gun? I think this. I like the Pala weapon. Radion anti-proton blast. This is a better weapon. I need to get some better stuff for my team. Where we are on the map. Layer system. In the beta quadrant.
Time shift complete. Permission to come aboard?
Time shift.
Caldano is stationed here, at a Daystrom Institute research facility. The Vorgons may already have what they came for. Bring us into scanning range. We need to find out. He's a brilliant scientist who recently completed work on a quantum phase inhibitor known as the Tox-Utot. While it was designed for peaceful purposes, the Tox-Utot could be a powerful weapon in the wrong hands. Hands like those of the Vorgons.
I need to move that. This is bad. I need to change this stuff. Mines. Lock tray. Now I will activate mine personally. Maybe one change. No. Now. I'm slower.
It's highly likely the Vorgons are at Caldano's research facility trying to get what they want. I'll take point on this one. I need you to keep an eye on that Vorgon ship and its crew. They might send reinforcements, or open fire from orbit.
Vorgon, it's a nice ship.
The Vorgons have cornered Caldano. Engaging them now.
Under attack.
The damage is low. There is some witness radiation.
The Vorgons have beamed out after our disagreement.
This is Baratas, commander of the VSV Amarel. You are interfering with the private matter that does not concern you. Identify yourself.
My name is Azure. Baratas and I pursue a researcher named Caldano, and have been for some time. He has created a weapon of mass destruction. A very valuable weapon. The Tox Uthat and its maker will be ours. Our reinforcements are en route. You should not have interfered.
Caldano's safe. For now. We're ready to beam up.
Ship is under attack.
Since these Vorgons aren't of this era, destroying them won't disrupt the timeline. Caldano must fulfill his personal destiny. I've given him my time ship to do so. Please clear it for launch. Trust me on this. I can always get another ship. More Vorgons. We need to cover Cal's escape. Almost there. Just keep the Vorgons busy a bit longer.
Wow. If you go to use the mines, it's devastating.
This is a temporary setback. Your interference will not keep us from Caldano or the Tox Uthat. History can be changed, as you will see.
They are damaged.
The Arborel just engaged a temporal drive. They're gone. The Vorgons know a lot about the Tox Uthat and its history. They'll want to reach a pivotal point in its timeline.
Ah. We race in the temporal.
There! I have them. Reading a new temporal ripple. In the year 2152. Unfortunately, I can't ask Captain Archer to get involved in this one, so if you don't mind. Temporal course laid in. Ready when you are. The Arborel just engaged. There! I have them. The time ship, or what's left of it, is currently on Enterprise, along with the body of Caldano. He wound up here after a temporal incident that ended his long life and career. The Vorgons don't know this, however. We can't let them endanger Enterprise or her crew. Also, we should stay out of Enterprise's sensor range. They haven't detected us yet, but let's not tempt fate.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Ship is under attack. Core shields failing.
why I can't destroy them? Nice. Haha. Mine's pursuing them. It's an interesting build. It's a probe.
Unidentified vessels. You are temporal anomalies. You do not belong. Your Chronicon signature matches a vessel we seek. We will know why. Submit to investigation, or you will be purged.
Tholian Captain, we are not aligned with these interlopers. In fact, we would be happy to ally with you against them.
The Lion's proposal refused. You are anomalous. They are anomalous. You will all be purged.
Ship is under attack. Core shields failing. Rear shield failing. Left shield failing.
What is that?
The Arborel's performing a temporal shunt. They're escaping! There's a Vulcan rescue team on its way to aid the Dakir. We should leave before they arrive and ask questions we're not prepared to answer. Scanning for the Vorgons now. Ah, of course. They're heading to the Risa system in 2366. The Toxutot was buried there, and it's about to be discovered by Jean-Luc Picard.
Ah, Jean-Luc Picard.
That's the official record, yes. Truth is, Captain Picard realized the scientific value of the Toxutot and faked its destruction to fool the Vorgons. It worked. Until now. I'm reading a new disturbance. Sol System 2375. They know where it is. Course locked in. Are you ready for transit? The Toxutot is here, in a high-security vault under Starfleet command. I assume the Vorgons are taking advantage of the chaos and the heavy damage to infiltrate the security facility and steal the Toxutot. It held up for quite some time. I suspect our Vorgon friends are getting some help. History shows them giving up the hunt after their failure at Risa.
This campaign is little old and no so deep worked. Waiting here. Hmm.
Let's take advantage of this lull in the battle to beam down, while we still can. Are you ready to beam down to Starfleet HQ?
Starfleet HQ Research Lab.
In orbit, the Federation fleet has engaged the Breen invasion force. Reports from San Francisco estimate casualties in the tens of thousands. Starfleet Command is under heavy fire at this time.
Missions are very easy,
We should probably ask that researcher what he knows.
not so rich. It look like older stuff.
Oh, thank God you're not Breen. This is a nightmare. I think they're heading to the vault. What's left of my research team grabbed phasers from a security station and decided to hold the line. Against Breen soldiers. Complete, utter insanity. Please, help them.
Thanks for the assist. Anything I can help you with?
The Federation fleet is advancing on the Breen positions, but casualties are high on both sides. Breen shock troops are beaming to locations on Earth, where ground combat is the heaviest. Lastly, we have unofficial reports that Starfleet Academy is preparing to be overrun.
Thanks for the help. The Breen thought Starfleet scientists couldn't fight. As you can see, they were greatly mistaken. Funny you should mention that. We have. One of my team picked up 2 Vorgon life signs in the vault on local sensors, just before the Breen came to call. I notified security, for all the good that did. Let me buzz you in. Main access is over here. Damn! This thing's a total loss. I can open up secondary access for you, but you should know, the Breen made it in there. Could be rough going.
Huh? It's a mobile healing station. So that's why all fights.
Reports of a major strike led by the USS Cairo and the USS Enterprise are coming in. The Breen battle line appears to be breaking down, though heavy ground combat continues at...
Mm-hmm.
I brought you this far, and you still won't join me?
No, Envoy. Your war with the Federation doesn't concern us.
Only the Tox Uthat matters. Nothing else. We are not alone in that pursuit, as you can see.
These must be the meddlers that you spoke of, Baratus. Kill them quickly.
Finally, we can finish them. Haha.
We were so close.
Ashray, no! No!
How?
Envoy! Show yourself!
Having trouble, are we? You see now the depths our foes will go to, Baratus. Join me, and you'll have your revenge. I swear it.
Very well. I will follow your lead, Envoy. For vengeance.
Vengeance, indeed.
It's not going too well. It's him. It's him. We transferred to him.
I'll be fine. We need to focus. Find the Tox Uthat. I'm afraid that's need-to-know information. And right now, you don't need to know. I'm sorry, but there are things bigger than this to worry about.
Reports of a major strike led by the USS Cairo and the USS Enterprise are coming in. The Breen battle line appears to be breaking down, though heavy ground combat continued.
Listen this.
Reports of a major strike led by the USS Cairo.
You did well. However, the Envoy keeps gaining allies. First the Nakul, and now the Vorgons. We've been hearing a name in chatter lately. The Temporal Liberation Front. Sounds like our friends are more organized than we thought. Thankfully, we kept them from Caldano and the Toxutat. I don't like to think about what could have happened otherwise.
I want to try Vorgon, Tetrion, Discharge, Prism. It has Cone AOE attack. Maybe the shield is better. Tetrion. Discharge Prism.
We have discovered that the sphere builders have been conducting operations in...
Oh. There's so many stuff. I can call the so console. What is this? I see this first time. Single phaser beam array. Criticals, anti-power big bang. Vorgon. Odds and stuff. Okay, my shields. Slower quality. All the guys have a bit of stuff, and bang, my rank. Now I'm using the withering radiation. And I have more damage, but can get more critical. I want to try the change for this. And we will see how it works. Maybe one or at the end. Exists a weapon with 4 weapons. Okay. Next mission is Terminal Expanse.
We have discovered that the sphere builders have been conducting operations in other universes. They aren't just looking to make changes in time, but in other dimensions as well. Their experiments in the parallel universe have produced results that will aid them in forming expanses here. We need to travel to that reality and stop the sphere builder research, while we still can.
It's a close weapon, close combat weapon. Beam weapon, cannon. It's old stuff. 20% for mine. I have better. Okay. Now we are in our base, looking down to barrel. Transwarp.
In 2387, an incident created a quantum rift between our universe and this one. A Romulan ship accidentally traveled here through a singularity. They found themselves in 2233 and later destroyed the USS Kelvin in battle. This caused their timeline to differ from ours. As a result, we now refer to it as the Kelvin timeline. We believe the sphere builders communicate with their operatives through the rift. Yes, in our timeline, they used the Xindi as a proxy force. I suspect they're doing the same thing here with the Klingons. I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector, as well as the wreckage of spheres. I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed. This sphere isn't active yet. We need to neutralize it before the builders can create an expanse.
Like a Death Star, right?
Starfleet Command, this is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack and require...
I do hope you've come to fight, Patok. If not, you may whimper and wait for my blade at your throat.
Multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown's bridge.
Big critical. Wow. It's a force.
Unidentified vessel. This is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack by Klingon boarding parties. Can you provide assistance? Over here.
No.
Greetings. I am Science Officer 0718. Thank you for your very timely assistance. Could you see to Admiral Garrett's medical needs? I am currently interfacing with your crew and the Yorktown's engineering systems to prevent a critical breach of the warp core.
sure which Starfleet you're in exactly, but I'm guessing you won't mind giving my crew a hand here. Klingons really did a number on us.
Thank you. I thought we were finished. The Klingons weren't interested in taking prisoners.
Thanks. I hope you're here to deal with these spheres.
Come on.
Thank you. Oh, my head's still spinning. That last Klingon photon hit sent me flying into the ops console. Head first.
Oh, it's my
We could use some help putting out these fires. Come over here after you've put out the last fire. Over here. All right. We were about to begin sabotage operations on the sphere when the Klingons came to call. As you can see, Yorktown and her crew are in rough shape. But that thing needs to be neutralized. I count on you and your crew to help us finish the job. Glad to hear it. We've got explosives ready to go. But we'll need to find a proper infiltration point on the sphere. Work with my science officer to make that happen.
Use the starboard console. Together we can triangulate our scanners. Admiral Garrett, I believe we found a suitable location. I have reviewed your proposed infiltration coordinates. They are tactically sound. We can commence operations at your command. Be advised, in previous encounters on board spheres, the occupants have been quick to mobilize their defense forces. Expect heavy opposition.
I'll stay on the Yorktown to assist Admiral Garrett and his crew. We'll monitor your progress from the...
I went to Bedrigan for my chemical coma, but this is good to happen.
Commander! Kill those intruders!
To date, the most effective Starfleet tactic has been to trigger a critical series of detonations within their power suite. Such disruptions have resulted in destruction of a sphere.
Experiment 2674. Despite attempts to compensate for transdimensional drift, the protocol initiation led to universal instability and, ultimately, entropic acceleration. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, minimal. Project terminated.
Receiving data. I had no idea the sphere builders were involved in so many alternate realities.
My girls. Yeah, good. Yeah, very good.
You cannot stop our plans.
I was part of the team that devised the sphere neutralization tactics aboard USS Enterprise. After our initial success, I was deployed to the Yorktown to share my expertise on such matters.
Experiment 3331. The Expanse grew at an acceptable rate, until it was discovered by the Iconian Dominion Alliance. After intense resistance, we were able to decimate their core systems with targeted micro-expanses. But their desperation assault in subspace led to a complete entropic breakdown and, ultimately, universal disruption. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, indeterminate. Project terminated.
This data, they've exterminated entire galaxies with their experiments.
It seems your alliance with the Klingons has been profitable, builders.
It has. Like the Zindi, they are eager for conquest.
However, the technology you have provided destroys as well as creates.
The Resistance has been disruptive to our progress. Your promises appear thin, Envoy.
I assure you, all is going according to plan. Nothing they will do will keep us from our goals.
And yet, I see a familiar disruption has presented itself again.
A minor nuisance. I suggest letting your Klingons do what they do best.
I will deal with this disruption. It's time you learned that you cannot prevail, intruder. You will fall to ruin. You! I have had enough of you! The Tutarians were a peaceful race, until your misbegotten alliance committed an act of genocide! We were all but annihilated. Only a scant few of us escaped to safety, lost and forgotten within a dimensional void. The Envoy has given us the means to manipulate events. We had begun to undo the damage you have done to us. Quantum realms such as this are ours to study without risk to our own. And should this realm unravel, there is an infinite number of realms remaining to us. Yes, just as you were willing to do so to achieve your goals, do not presume to judge me, murderer! The Expanse Protocol will wipe you from existence, and with your passing, bring justice to my people at long last.
Something is happening. The sphere is emitting a high level of thermobaric radiation. We must complete our objective at once. Finished working on the sphere network. Prepare the final charge for detonation. Final charge deployed. We can return and initiate the detonation chain on your command.
Experiment 4472. Projections indicate increased habitable living area and expanse growth rate. Early estimates suggest a 500% increase. Local resistance, primarily from this realm's version of the Federation, has been crude but effective. Deploying Klingon proxy forces at key sphere deployments should alleviate this concern.
The latest data is local. It corresponds to this universe's quantum signature. Sphere builder ships inbound.
They're being jammed. Your teams will be captured. is delivered to the charges on the sphere, ready to... Detonations neutralized.
She implode.
Nice work over there.
It was rough for a moment, but you both... What the... I'll see you back on the ship, sir.
Most curious. I believe that wound occurred due to a temporal shift. Something has happened elsewhere. A question for another time, perhaps.
In the end, you came through for us. On behalf of Starfleet and the Yorktown crew, thanks.
Indeed. Safe travels to you and your crew.
The Envoy's been busy since our last meeting. I think we can add the Sphere Builders to our list of known TLF associates and members after this encounter. The Builders are no strangers to temporal war. Their experience could tip the balance of power against us. Fortunately, their ability to operate in our dimension is extremely limited. For now. Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption. Hello.
Here's the time. Time is. This is easy and quick.
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tenay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
The high XP reward. Combat armor. Vorgon cover-ups. And science console. Starship stealth. It's not Romulan. It's Romulan Imperial Navy. It's another set, I see. If I want to order set, I need to personal sheet, combat armor, compression pistol, it's a stealth set. It's a stealth for...
Stay safe out there.
Maybe it's good for PvP, I don't know. Go to the sitter system. Simulate the barbarians. It's somewhere here? No.
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela's not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look. Looks like a small base of some kind. Industrial, possibly military. Whatever it is, it's running at low power. We'll get a better idea at close range. Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in this system, in Sela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources. This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base, or what's left of one. It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sila's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking. Romulans are going under cloak. They're disengaging. Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma. As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Unidentified. You are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender. Oh, it's you again. No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada. Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want. Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors. When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you. And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death. If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment. The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison world. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
I'm reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
They're flying too.
Do not intrude. The anomaly will be eradicated. Leave now.
Not a good sign.
What is that?
The anomaly will be purged, as will you. Vengeance for the fallen.
Left shield.
Temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in. My most sincere apologies. I am so used to command and to quick efficiency. I just thought perhaps it would be better if we continued with the mission before more Tholians show up. We can stand around and talk if you like.
That anomaly is devastating our hull. Avoid flying into it if possible. Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Ship is under attack. Shields have failed.
All clear. We should check out the planet while we can. I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Two members.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get...
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tanae. That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
This woman is annihilated. It's the most anticipated person. Why they Don't disable. Long ago.
This world was abandoned by the Tal Shiar decades ago. I doubt there's anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
It's not good. Here is the...
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is, the tricorder's giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Mm-hmm. How we do that? How tech we used?
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on. This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam-down site. We can use it to open the gates. When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble. The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly. We'll have to disperse it to use them.
No, it's a puzzle.
Time is a tricky thing. Moving one anomaly will likely have a cascading effect on others. We might need to do this and pop multiple time bubbles in order to reach the gate controls. Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now. Find another spot. I think I can see a clear path to the controls. The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you. Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the datapad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Give me that! The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed. I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar Prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the Quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you. Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history. The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock. It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
Look! There's a path ahead! This anomaly looks more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
Generators died and no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades when you've been stranded with the inmates. Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
There's another unstable anomaly.
Worse.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking. Clearly these anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, While you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Why? You want to save you.
No! No! Please, not again! Stay away! Stay away!
It seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive, and she isn't pleased to see you. I don't really blame her. I wasn't exactly thrilled to see you again, either.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt any survivors would remain
Another
in a
temporal anomaly,
ruin
and this
like
one is larger than the last. There are temporal eddies moving through the area, and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before... There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there. That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go. Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated. Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me, but that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it. The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse, but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints. I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies. This looks to be a well-worn path. Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned Natasha's logs is nearby. We should follow the tracks. It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
I'm detecting signs of recent habitation in this location.
Maybe we'll find more answers.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Tanae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping at shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar, and to hold this log for the future. If there is one. If it isn't here already, What? No! Focus. Focus. Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved, and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation. Do not come
Wow.
I think I see movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Stop following me! No! Go away! I told you to stay away! I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again! Oh! No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Tholians!
Purge the anomaly. Purge the contaminator.
Tanae, the anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
All this time, she was here. I believed she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Tanae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead. This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming. I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done. An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one. I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation. Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more. I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender. Tell me about my mother.
The timeline is stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping, and our agents are reporting a decline in temporal aftershocks due to recent events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tenays. Be seeing you.
Yesterday war. Okay. I'm on the end, the Yesterday war arc. I'm in the half of the main story. That is the future proof. New frontier. Gamma quadrant. Age of Discovery. Chula Discovery. It's a long story arc. Klingon Civil War. Terran Gambit. And Kings and Queen. Okay, I think it will be all today. I want to end soon. I'm curious if I finish all these missions in the story arc, if there are some quests. Okay, some information like usual. If you want to play with me, you can join my Discord or my social media and we can team up for playing another cooperative game. I'm working on my social media to bring you some more content I played. Today was a very interesting story, the Yesterday War. I really like it. It's interesting, the Starlight Online thing, I must say. It's perfect. There is so much content, I must say. Okay, if you play Star Trek Online, enjoy your gaming, and thank you for watching, and we will see maybe in another time. Be safe and healthy and enjoy the day.